This conference will now be recorded.
So guys, Friday we were seeing list and what is list, how to create list, all those things, all basic things in list. I will walk through list again as a revision. But before that, I want to show two different method. One is called split, the other is called join. So let's see what are they. I hope I've already shown it, but I don't remember whether I've shown this. So I'm creating a list or a sequence of words as a string. So here this is nothing but string. Though it is comma separated and we have multiple words inside it, it's all come inside. It all come inside double quotes. So it is string. If I wanted to join it or split it, I can do it using split function. So let's see what is split. I'm using split. So this is a variable name split list, and this is my previous variable, one more variable mystr. What I'm going to do, I'm going to call a method called split, and in inside the brackets I can give a parameter I'm going to pass comma. So now what happens, so what it does is it takes the variable my string and the content inside the variable, and then it is going to split. How it is going to split? We are telling that split everything based on comma. So before comma, whatever comes, it is splitted as a one single word, and after comma, what comes is a next word, and after comma, what comes is the next word. So based on the comma, it is going to split. So guys, tell me, this is one string, right? If it is given inside double quotes, though it has though it has number, though it has a special character, though it has symbols like dot and comma, this is one single string, isn't it? Yes or no? Okay, so this is one single string. We can have comma, the word might have some meaning or it doesn't, but it's a one single string, correct? So similarly here, this is one single string, but I want to split it using comma. So what will happen? We have splitted. The splitted output is saved inside split list. So let's see what is there inside it. So here it is converted as a list. So it is opening with square bracket, closing with square bracket. Here you see this is one single string inside a single quote. And next, this is what we call list, right? Isn't it? This is what we saw on Friday. How to create a list? You have to open a square bracket and pass multiple values, comma separated. So let me see the type of. See, we are operating on string, and what output we got list, because we are splitting it, and we are splitting it. When it is splitted into three different variable, it cannot save three different value inside single variable, isn't it? You cannot save three different value inside single variable. One variable will have only one value. This is called one value. It might be lengthy, it might have different um, data types like string, I mean character, number, symbols, everything. But this is one single string. But here also it is one single string. It is inside double quotes. It might have comma and it might have three different words, because you know the meaning apple, orange, banana. You feel like three different words, but still it is one single string. Okay, so that is why you are saying string here. But when you split it, you are dividing it. I mean, you are separating them. So this becomes one value, second value, and third value. So how can you store three different values inside one variable? You cannot store in normal way like integer, number, string. That in that way you cannot store. So the only option is opting list. So when you use list, you can store multiple values inside it. It can be string or string and number, any data type you can mix and you can have it in the form of list, right? So that is why what it does, it is splitting. So let me show one more example. I'm giving dot. I'm again giving dot. So this is my CR1. So here again, I'm trying to split it. But here, what happened? But here the separator is dot. Based on period, I'm going to split it. So let's see what's inside split list one. Because I'm telling what comes before and after dot, split them. Split them into two different values. So it is based on the dot, it is splitting. So it is first checking my STR. It sees what is there inside it. And then what is followed by my STR, it is split. So it is going to split. So based on what? Based on the period. So it is splitting apple, orange, and banana
Anu,
separately. And
my underscore string one, right, to split because dot is available in my underscore string one.
yeah,
Yeah, but you have given split list one equal to my string, not one, right?
okay,
You
okay, okay. So for this confusion, let me create a different values. For example, so I'm creating a string and then here I'm splitting my str1 based on dot. So let's see what is there inside my split list. So based on the dot, they are separated. If I give BC, CD, so again, I'm updating my str1 and we are going to split it based on dot because that's what given here inside the variable. So now my list is updated. For example, so now this is list, right? Split list is a list. It's not a string. So it's a list, right? So for example, if I have a list and I want to convert it into string, I want to join them. I don't want it as a separate variable, separate values. So we have 6 different values. I don't want to have 6 different values. I want to join them. So what should I do? I should call a join function. Let me create str1. In this variable, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save something. So what I'm going to save, I'm going to join this values and I want to save it to str1. So how to write join is, let me show the syntax. So the syntax will look like this. So based on what you want to join, based on comma, because the list is comma separated, right? It is always comma separated. So I want to join them. I'm using dot join. What based on what comma and then dot join, and which variable I have to pass that variable name here. So in our case, it is split list, right? The variable name is. Let's see what is there in str1. So it is one single string, isn't it? Inside single quotes, they appear. It is one single string. Here it was a separate string followed by comma and then separate string, but they are converted to one single string. So let's see what is the type of str1. It's string, right? Any doubts in this? The split and join, and also list and string, how they are converted to list and string. Okay. So I just want to walk you through again through list. So what is list? List is a sequence in Python. They are constructed with brackets, square brackets, and they are comma separated. It will have multiple elements inside it. They are comma separated. So how do you assign a list? I just have to give open bracket and give my values. Right, I can have multiple different data types inside my list, so it can be like this also. So it is having integer, it is having float, it is having string. All together, I can create one list. And if you want to check the length of my list, so here we have 4 different elements. So it is returning me value 4. And we saw indexing in string also. So similarly, we have indexing and indexing in list. So let's see. So I'm calling my list. I want to call the third element. So this is nothing but calling. You're mentioning a variable. You're not assigning, reassigning, nothing you're doing. You're just mentioning a variable which is already declared. Then means it means you're calling that variable. So when I call this variable, it returns the third index, which is 0th index, first index, second index, and third index, which is a fourth element. But as per index, it is 3, index 3. Okay. If I wanted to do slicing in my list, I can do this. So if I give start, so slicing is nothing but start and then stop and then step, isn't it? So if I don't give stop, if I don't give start, it takes from the first element. If I omit stop, it is going to go through till the last element. So now I'm ignoring the first element and I'm going to give third element but it is not going to print the third index. It is going to stop before the third index, index 3. So it is printing 1, 2 as, and it is ignoring index 3. And then we saw doubling the list. How I did that? My list chart 2. So here my list is repeated, doubled. It is not permanent. When you doubling is not permanent, if you want to make it permanent, you have to assign it, right? So the other methods in list are append, pop, sort, reverse, all those things. So let's see them. I wanted to append. So let's add ABC in append. So the last element is added. So here I haven't reassigned. Here I haven't assigned or reassigned. But this is permanent. This append is permanent. That's why my list is returning me the updated one which has ABC inside it. So if I want to pop something, uh, so if I just give pop, it is going to pop the last element. If I give along with the index, it is going to remove that particular index value in that index. So it's like pop. So the ABC is removed. Now see what is there inside list. So it is 1, 2, S and 100, isn't it? If you want to pop S, then what is the index I have to pass? So what is the index I have to pass if I want to remove S? What is the index? 2. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it has popped. Let's see what is there inside, remaining inside my list. So the S is removed, 1, 2, and 100. So this append pop is permanent. You need not assign it. You just call with pop and append. It's going to update this my list, isn't it? And then we are going to reverse the, if you want to reverse it, it is dot. This is also permanent. So it's upside down, like 100 is the last element, it became the first element. And then 1 is the first element. The last element became the first element. The other one is sort. For example, if you have one numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 105, it will sort based on the smallest to largest. And even if it is in only alphabets, you have A, I mean any, you have multiple strings. So based on the starting letter A or B, based on that it is going to sort it in a ascending order. But in this case, I don't know how it is going to. Okay, we have only numbers, right? So it is going to start in the ascending order, 1, 2, and 100. And we also saw nesting in list, which is nothing but I have created 3 different lists and I added all those lists inside one list. So it looked like matrix, and we saw how to call them. Let me quickly go through it. I've created 3 lists and I'm creating a new list which is called matrix. You can give any name here. So here I'm adding all 3 lists. So it is nothing but list inside list. So the first list became the first element of this list called matrix. Second list is a second element. A list itself is now an element. So if I wanted to call this, print this 2, what I have to do, this is the first index. Inside the first index, sorry, this is the 0th index. Inside the 0th index, this is 2 is first index. So let me call like this, matrix of 0. It's returning 2. And we also saw comprehension and list, which is nothing but I'm going to tell for x of 0 for every x in matrix. So in matrix for every x, which means for every element in matrix, element of 0 is what I needed. So we have 3 different elements, and in each element you are going to pick 0th element, 0th index, right? So it's returning 1, 2, and 3, the 0th index of every element inside the matrix. And we have one more method in list called extend, which I have not shown on Friday. So the extend method iterates over the element of the provided list, and the syntax will look like this. So whatever iterable you want to give, you can give. Iterable means it has sequence of things inside it. You are going to pick one after other. That is called iterable thing. So this is a list name, and this is the method name. You have to always give extent. This is based on the name of your list, and this is also list, always list name. Whatever variable name you have given to that list, that you have to give here. And this is the iterable one. Let's see an example. You will understand. So iterable is nothing but an item, iterable element you want to add to the end of the list. So let's see. Let's see in an example. So let me create my list. I printed my list, and I have another list. And then I'm telling my list dot extend another list. So what my list looks like. So it added the whatever list you have given inside this brackets, it will be added to this list. I can do it in another way also. For example, my list 1 equal to my list plus another list. So what happened? Okay, my list is now this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then followed by another list which is 4, 5, 6. So this way also you can append, you can concatenate two different lists. You can use, otherwise you can use dot extend method. So both will work same, do the same thing. So guys, any doubts in list or split and join function? Okay. So what we're going to see next is dictionary. Dictionary is also one of the data structure in Python like list. It is also known as mapping. and it stores key value pairs. So it will have one key and it maps to a specific value. So it will have a pair of such inside a dictionary. It will have many such pair, key value pair. So if you have worked in any other language and if you're similar in any other with any other language, the dictionary is nothing but hash tables. In other languages like Java, they call it as a hash tables there, but it is called dictionary here. So how do you create dictionary? So to create list, you typed open bracket and you have passed multiple elements and you are closing that particular bracket. So dictionary should be created using curve bracket. My dictionary is equal to. So here I have to give one key and one value. It is called one pair. So this is key one and I give colon value one. So this is called one pair. Key, colon and value, and then this is one pair. I can have many number of pairs such that. So you can add on a number of key pair inside your dictionary. So here, if I wanted to print this particular value, what I have to do is I have to call dictionary. I'm giving key one. So it is returning me value one. So like how we have index, here we have key. So when I call this key, it is going to return me this value. So dictionaries are very flexible than lists. So it can hold any data type inside it. It can, let's see one example. So here, this is first pair. Inside key one, we have number, integer 1, 2, 3. Inside key two, we have a list. And inside key three, we have one more list. Isn't it? Then I give enter. So the dictionary is created. So if I wanted to print this value, then how do I call it? I'm just passing the key name. So here I want to print only item one. In that case, what I have to do? So which index it is? First index, right? Second element means first index. Indentation problem. Item one is printed, isn't it? And now I want to make this look in uppercase. What I can do? I can give dot upper, isn't it? So it's now printing as item one. And I have this first key 1, 2, 3, right? What I can do, I want to do subtraction on that value. My dictionary key 1 minus 1, 2, 3. Here I'm not assigning, I'm just performing the operation. So it is already 1, 2, 3. So when I do minus 1, 2, 3, it is going to return me 0. It is not always key one, key two. You can give any value instead of key one in place of key one. So what I'll do, I'll give name and then
Do the values have to be the same type?
value. No, it need not be.
Sorry,
Here you saw
sorry,
the
I meant the key. Sorry, I meant the key.
key. What is it?
Yes.
Key? What was your question?
Does the key have to be the same type? Cause
No, you can give anything.
okay.
So it goes on like this. I can give biodata. Let me close it. So my dictionary is created. If you wanted to know the gender of that person, I can pass. It is going to give me female.
So instead of like age, you could have put like the number 3 and it would be okay.
Yeah,
Okay. No, without the single quote. Could you do that or no?
let's see. So I want to call key 3. So it is giving me 32.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. So similarly, like how we were nesting in the list, we can nest in dictionary also, which means dictionary inside a dictionary. Okay, that is called nested dictionary. Before that, I want to show one more way of creating a dictionary. So here I am creating an empty dictionary because I'm not adding anything. So I want to create a new key to it. So what I can do, I can give. So here I'm telling inside this key called animal save dog. So now dictionary D will look like this, and so it is this value is also added on top of the existing list. So animal is equal to dog and age is 3. So this way also you can create your dictionary. Now let's see how to nest inside dictionary. So let me create a dictionary with the nested value. So here you see
Hi.
this is key one. Sorry, yeah.
Yes, ma'am, one question I have. Like we are
Mm-hmm.
talking about dictionary, so how does
Mm-hmm.
it get saved in memory? Like it's like a tabular form, like there is a key and we can assign any value, either a list or a string or a integer or a list of integers. So saved like this in a memory, just like a
So,
register
yeah.
entry
So
on
I
the
have
index.
correct. I have one time I have showed, right? So this is not exactly how it shows in memory, but
Yes, yes,
to
yes.
understand for understanding purpose I have showed. So the similar way only I will ask you to imagine if you want to imagine how it is saved. So the key one will be saved here, and again that against that there it will be called as, for example, this would be key and this would be value. So key value here, it might have string, here it can have number, here it can have a list, here it can have a dictionary also, dictionary inside a dictionary. So for example, here we have a list, it will be like this. Here if it has a dictionary, is this what you are asking?
Yes. So the key can be anything, like it can be either integer, string, whatever
Yeah, it
you
can be
think
anything.
of.
So we saw right here, the key is name. Here the first key is name, second key is gender, third is age, and here the third key is three. It's just three. It's a reference point.
In
So you can give
in
any
this
key.
the name Anu is in double quotes. So can we give it in single quotes as well? Because it's a
We can
string
give it in
value.
single quotes, then it's not a string. Yeah, instead of double quotes, you can give in single quotes also. It is always
Just like we did
given
in
if you give.
female.
Yeah, we can give. So this is also string and this is also string. String can be inside double quotes or it can be inside single quotes also in Python. So when you create a variable,
Okay.
so variable one,
So there is no limit of what we define as a key or as a value of the key.
no, there is no limit. It's just a pair.
So
It should be in
can we
pair.
assign a list as a key? Like, can a
Yeah,
list be a key?
key.
Okay.
No, actually, key is just a reference point, right?
Mhm.
Key is
So
just a
it has
reference
to be
point. We
either a
never.
string or an integer. It has to be a single
Yeah,
value, not a
but yeah,
multiple value.
we can create one such and see, but we never use because the purpose was a key. It's like it. For example, why we create dictionary is if I wanted to store in my real world scenario, I'm telling, if why I have created dictionaries, I want to store um, multiple clients under one client. For example, my client is client one, we call C1, C2. C1 is Amazon and C2 are the sellers inside Amazon. So they are also client for us. So under C1, we have multiple C2. I want to store all the C2 details. So my dictionary will look like this. Seller one details like what is the seller name, what they are selling, and what is their account detail. If the payment has to be made to the seller, which account we have to make the payment to, and which location they are from, all those details if you want to save, no, I'll be giving some key like seller name, seller location, what is the product of the seller. It's something like a database, correct? A database header will have some header like some name to it, and then inside it you can have, for example, if he is having two different product, I can, in for example, I have name, I have some seller name, and inside the product I can, the seller can sell two different product. He can sell a beauty products and also electronic products. I can give in here, I can create a list instead of female, I can give list like beauty products comma electronic product. I can have a key there, I mean list there, but it never occurred to us that we have to give a key as a list, but we can try and see if the system is accepting it. But in real world scenario it was never needed. I hope you understood what I was trying to explain.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Let's see, but as you asked, we can try and see if it's throwing some error or what it does. So here, for example, we key one, and here the value is next key, which is again a key. Here the next key is a key for this value. So this is one key value pair, isn't it? Here, this is one key value pair. Subnet is a key and the value is a value. So this is one dictionary is saved and under next key. So here it acts as a key and this is the whole value. And again, this is now saved as one value inside key one. So it is nested inside it. One key has another dictionary inside it, which has another dictionary inside it. So here we have a key value pair. So this is also possible in dictionary. This is work. what we called nesting in dictionary. If you wanted to get the value, I want to print the value, this value. What I have to do is, how do I call is key one. Inside key one, I want to call next key. And inside next key, I want to call this key, for which I want to print the value of this key. So the value is printed. What if I just give this? So this is printed. Whatever is saved inside this key called a next key, this value is printed now. So let's see, like how you asked, let's see, creating here. Let me give a list. So here this is a, so you can separate with comma. This is one key value pair. This is the second key value pair. And this is the third key value pair where this is key, which is a list. So let me give some string. Let's see. So it is telling unhashable. It cannot hash it. So it's not possible. Let me give 7. There is no error. So you cannot give the list as a key. Got it? Okay. So like we have pop, append, and list. We have few methods and dictionary also, which is called key value one items. Let's see. So this is a list, right? I want to print only the keys, all the keys. What I have to do is dot keys. So you all know the method means that this is the object, then you have to give dot and then keys and open and close brackets. Sometimes you can pass parameter inside the brackets. So it is giving me all the keys, name, gender, and 7. These are the keys. So these are the values. Only the values are printed. Second value and third value. If you want to print items, so it is printed like this. So starting it prints dict underscore items, and then because here you see dict underscore values and dict underscore keys. So dict underscore items, and it gives all the items. So it is giving inside a close bracket. So here now you see it look like a list, right? It's not key value. So here when you have a colon, it look like key and value. Here it looks like a list. So one list, comma, second list, comma, third list. But it giving what all the items you have. This is the first item, name is Anu and gender is female and 7 is Excel list. So these are the items we have. Any doubts? Is it clear? Okay. So guys, tell me if you have any doubts in list, dictionary. We just seen a basics of dictionary and list. We will be seeing them in program, like how it's used inside a program. So let's see that later. But you have any doubts in? dictionary or key, dictionary or list. What will be type? Type of what?
Dictionary.
Haha, okay. It's DICT. So Sirisha and Divya said it's clear. I want some answer from the
Yes.
remaining people whether it is clear or not.
Excuse me.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
We are
Rachita.
using this extend method, right? To
Yeah.
append to list. Can we assign
Uh-huh.
this to after extending? We can assign this to a different variable.
Yeah, we can do that. So for example, so this is my list and I have another list. So here what I'm doing, I'm appending another list to my list. So my list is updated, it is permanent. What I can do another way is list2 equal to but the thing is my list is now updated. So this is my new my list, okay? This is the value inside my list. It this got updated to this. So I'm up
Yes.
extending. So this followed by this.
Mm.
So I'm just extending and assigning. If you want to assign to a different variable, or if you want to assign to the same variable, I can give my list here also. Instead of list2, I can give my list, but it's not required because it's permanent. No, I'm just calling it dot extend. It is going to update it. If you want to do it in a different variable, then this is how I do it. So list2 is what
Yeah, when
happened.
I do this, no, it's not giving the output. I was just checking that. Spelling mistake.
Do you have to
My
create?
list2. Oh, then this extend is not assignable, I guess.
Okay, I just
So
tried
when you
this
want
where
to
you are
assign,
explaining.
yeah, so when you want to assign, what you can do is my list plus,
Yeah, we should have concatenate.
yeah, we should use concatenate again. Why this is okay. Another list is having underscore. Okay, they are having underscore.
Okay.
List 2 is equal to
My underscore list.
another list. Okay,
Okay.
so it is having why my list because I update extend again, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
this
yes, yes.
is my list and this is my another list.
Yeah, my doubt was like if we assign to other variable, if we print it,
You have to
it's
use
not
concatenate,
going
yeah.
to.
If you
Okay.
want to add something to that variable, and for example, you have append, right? Append is going to add only one element. If you want to add a list, a complete list at the end, then you have to go for dot extend. But if you want
Okay.
to concatenate two different lists, then you have to, if you want to assign to a new variable, then you have to use this concatenation. This
And
dot extend
sorting
is not
cannot
working.
be applied for strings, right? Sort method
Sorting is like
only for
if you have a
integers.
sequence only you can sort, right? If you have a
Okay.
sequence you can sort it. I've never
Okay.
used with string. Let's see
Yeah, just I
variable.
was trying those things.
Okay, variable one is equal to I'm giving this.
I have given
Okay,
two
so this
different
object
words.
str okay, so this object str is not having sort method inside it because list has a method called sort, so it is sorting us. And but we can do what is sort? Nothing but it is nothing but a inbuilt method which has some logic created inside it. We're just calling that method. So we are using that method. This method is available inside the list. So if you want to sort a particular string, we can write a program to do that. We can
Oh,
do that in a different way. We can write a logic for that. But yeah, the method is not available for string.
hmm. Okay.
So we saw list dictionaries. We have few more data structure as well, but I wanted to show statements because if I continuously take data structure, no, it would be boring. So I'm mixing it with statements. So first we'll see if else and else if statement, but it's already 8:30. Guys, shall we wind up now and start with statements tomorrow? Because I see some folks have already dropped, or you can continue. You want to continue? Okay, then we can say tomorrow the statements if, else, and else if, and for loop. Those we can see. क्या दे दिया?
Uh, just a very silly question. Like when
Mm-hmm.
we get an output from the dictionary using the key method and this values method,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
why do we have it in first the first the first the braces and the square braces? Like why does it has two
That's
braces?
that's the inbuilt. That's how it displays. So it tells dictionary values are, and then it does a. You see, it is a list now. So this part alone,
Yes,
whatever I
yes,
have highlighted,
that is what I
that's how it
wanted to
displays.
ask. That it is
No,
okay. So it makes it a list, like it push back
correct,
as a list.
correct.
Okay,
So this will be useful.
but
Later you can see in program what I'll do. I'll take one particular, I'll take only values of my dictionary. Automatically it converts into list. So I can easily I can easily consider it as a list. This one, no, though it is dictionary, whatever we are doing this one I consider it as a list and I can do some operation on it. It was actually useful, but I don't know why they have built like this, but this is how it always be.
so now this is converted into a list. Like if we store it into a some value, then it the type would be a list, not a dictionary.
I don't think the type would be less, but I can verify now. But I can iterate it like a list. Like if I write a for loop, I can. I mean, when I take for loop and when I do this, we will understand this I consider as a list and I iterate it. I can do that. When we write program, no, you will understand. But now I'll see this if this is list or not. Okay. It is dictionary values, yeah. So this is a new name it gives. This is dictionary values, dictionary items, and dictionary keys. That's the type.
That's a
But you
type.
know how it looks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a type. Once you remove all the keys, it's called dictionary keys and dictionary values and dictionary items. But you know, no, how it displays. Kind of similar to
Yes,
list,
yeah.
right? Mhm.
Yes, yes. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. So guys, then we can wind up here. Thanks, Divya. Thanks, Sam.